All right. Welcome back. This is a another walkthrough for Nahamcon 2023. This one is no big deal. It is a networking category challenge. I think the only one that there was. Let's go ahead and hop right in. So go ahead and spin it up. We are given a uh, connection string. If we try to connect to this, we're going to get back some interesting an interesting response. Go ahead and close that. So we'll just go ahead and try to connect. And you can see we get NBD magic back. And so first thing I did is I just kind of copied this, went out there to see what it was. There was nothing that I really saw. So then I just was like, okay, well, NBD network, just to see what else was possibly out there. And I'm like, oh, network block device. And the first thing I tried to do was to connect with NBD client. So I don't know. I think I need to install it on this one. Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and install it. And this will actually fail because the challenge is using an old type of NBD communication server. And it's not supported. So if we just do NBD client -- help, let's see what so name host port. So let's go ahead and we'll grab that info from up here. So we'll do NBD client. And we also need to mount the device. But we're not going to succeed. So challenge.omcon.com. And what was the port? 316. And we'll just do mount challenge. And so you can see down here it's saying error. It looks like you're trying to connect to an old style server. This is no longer supported. This is NBD 310. And I didn't want to go ahead and try to connect, so I was just curious if there was a way to connect via Python. I was actually able to find this gist that somebody put out there, NBD, from Gabrielle Samfira. And so I looked through it and it looks worth giving a shot. So I went ahead, I already have it downloaded. So I have it here. And so this is the solving script that I kind of came up with. And so what I'm doing is I'm just doing, hey, go ahead and import NBD. It's because it's local. I'm also importing path and pathlib so I can write out whatever I find. So I'm instantiating a new NBD client. And then the host is here. I'm going to have to update this port, which is 31516, I believe it was. Let me just double check. 31516, perfect. All right, and then I'm just opening a file path for nbd.png because I already know what's in there. The other thing you can do is you could just do client read, and then try to look at the binary that comes, the bytes that come back. You'll see that it has a PNG magic byte in the header of it. So I just made an assumption. I'm writing it out in binary, so I don't have to encode and decode that kind of stuff. And then I close it. So this should go ahead and drop us a nbd.png here. So I'm just going to run it. No module, net address. Okay, so I do need to install net address. There we go. Now I should rerun it. There we go. And now we have a PNG. And so you can see that it's actually a QR code. And so we can actually just copy this, take it over to our good old CyberChef. And I guess I probably should drag and drop. I guess maybe I should do it from the folder. This is why I don't do things live. All right, no big deal. Let's just open folder, take our PNG. There we go. All right, and then we can just parse QR code and we have our flag. You could also, if you have your cell phone, just scan the QR code there. Well, that's it. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a good one.